Hello and welcome everyone to the ANZ Combined Racing League. Here, the GTE Global Championship. We are here at the Red Bull Ring for, was it part two of the race here at Red Bull? I'm your host, Dark Racing 40. Alongside me tonight is Woody Lizard. Hello, Woody.
Hey Darky, good to be here, good to be back, and it looks like the nice setting sun of 5 p.m. for session 2 of round 5 of this Global GTE Championship. It's really hotting up too for the championship.
Oh, it looks like we're about to get underway here in a minute.
So just as normal for our session 2, this is a standing grid with a staggered start of a wait time. We've got Gecko will be going straight at the green as he's going right now. And then we'll have to keep a close eye because the next two guys are both going to be Slide Science in the number 30 Apex Eaters and Simo Racing in the 67 Chip Ganassi, leaving 11 seconds. So off they go. And then we'll have 17 seconds for your teammate Darky Dread in the 21, as you can see, go. 24 seconds will be the Ferrari of Captain Cranky. And off he goes now. 27 seconds, Weary Night. And 34 seconds will be Dark Lord in that number 50 McCool Chevrolet, the green beast. It looks very good on track. And the 38 seconds will be the Porsche, the 91 Porsche of Night Havoc. They did the whole session last night without pitting, so they'll be a team to look out for here.
I didn't realise they didn't pit for that session, so...
Yeah, and we've obviously got just in the back there, we have Commander Cirrus and Quick Mix should be going as well, close to him. And Aussie Jumbo in that BMW is off on the way, and Dado. And 13th on the grid is the wildcard entry of J. Rudd B in that Ferrari. He's going to have to wait for a 1 minute 35, so he'll be a lap down before his session can commence. So all those staggered times are based on a time compression after the results from last night's session 1 results. So as you can see here, we got Simo making a move early on Slide Science to take second.
As Rudd is now underway now.
To settle in, we've got 70 minutes, just under 70 minutes now of racing here. We'll be finishing in the dark, so we'll actually see this probably some good afternoon colours coming into the track around here in Austria.
That's it. So let's bring up the track map to see where everyone is. So you can see everyone's already spaced out a bit. This is the closest battle on track right now.
Yeah, a lot of the guys are going to, their tyre pressure should start to be feeling good now after about a lap and a half after sitting on the grid for a little while. And they're starting to get comfortable back in the sim rig here at the moment. Simo's car just looked a little bit loose on entry. Oh, Quick making that 33 Adrenaline M Sport.
I was just looking at the track map going, there's a white dot that's not moving, so better have a quick look down there. So.
Yes, nice livery this car, so hopefully we can see him. What's he in 12th? So he's chasing now, he's giving that position to Dado in the Aston Martin.
He's got a bit of damage on the nose there, but hopefully not too much, so we'll see how they go. Whoa!
Oh, and it looks like there's already, I think that's from lag spike, I think from Dark Lord, so I wouldn't be too interested in that at the moment. Obviously, that could be playing a little bit of havoc for the guys behind Dark Lord at the moment.
Very nice, getting the big wheels.
Yeah, to be the tyres, trying to get the tyres into a bit of temperature too with this colder. It's a bit cooler now with a lot more shadow on the track compared to how we had our session, Darky. So I did notice the tyres did cool down a little bit near the end of our session.
That's it.
Which is roughly this time that they're running right now.
So second, third and fourth all pretty close together here, so...
Yeah, not much in it. They were only separated by about 6 seconds anyway to start the race.
That's it. Mick trying to hunt down Dado, he's not too far away from him. 2 seconds. And we've had... I say we've had a special sign-in for yourself because your teammates had to pull out of this series, so you got a new teammate for the Reminder Series, Aussie Jumbo. So he'll be
Yeah,
doing
and
the
he's feeling.
final 2 rounds
I'm
for you. So
yeah, hoping that he can make the final round over in Sakito. But he's enjoying the BMW. It's not something that he would normally drive. He told me, but we worked on a setup, and he started feeling comfortable on it. So hopefully we'll see how he goes. I had a rotten run last night. We obviously had a fast car, and I made some very silly mistakes mid-race. So
yeah.
but these things happen, and we move on. And but we'll just go through the quick points championship at the moment too. We've got obviously in that got Gecko and Aussie Carter's in the 71 A&M Racing Ferrari. He's obviously started first here in this session on 152, and then second in the championship is yourself, Darky, and Dredd in the 21 Ben Anderton Chevrolet, only 3 points off the lead. So basically it's a very important round, and hopefully they can take victory here, or at least take second to take it to the wire. And then in third is the ever consistent Highlander 777 and Simo in the 67 Chip Ganassi. He's always been there or abouts, and they're a further 26 behind, 26 points off yourself, so 29 points off the lead. So they've got a mathematical chance, but obviously need to see if you can take this victory just the same as Dredd.
That's it.
Fourth is ourselves, Woody Lizard, Sado 15, and now Aussie Jumbo in that 78 Premier Porsche on 107 points. We're 45 points off the lead and 16 points off third. So with us fairly back here today, round 3 doesn't look like we're going to do too much with the top 3, but obviously fight to see if we can hold on to our 4th position, with 5th only 1 point behind us, which is Weary Night Gear 3 Gaming, that number 8 Classic Racing. So that'll be something to take interest of, I guess, throughout tonight. And they're currently in 6th, so they'll leapfrog into 4th current standings. So yeah, we'll just see how the things pans out tonight. And in 6th we have Jetto 13 and Commander Cirrus. They're 5 points actually behind Weary Night, and 6 points behind 4th ourselves. So yeah, if they can move up the grid a little bit as well, they can obviously maybe leapfrog ourselves in that Premier Motorsport BMW for 5th.
That's it. Commander Cirrus has also chosen to reignite the battle that happened from the Nürburgring with a Porsche in front of him. So they've decided to renew their battle from the last round to continue at this round. So Corvette hunting down Porsche again.
We had 3 lead changes on the last lap, and as we know, it is a long lap around the Nordschleife, but still 3 changes on that last lap, and it wasn't decided until meters of the finish line. So yeah, so it was very exciting indeed. And then obviously the Ferrari of Captain Cranky and the Caleb, they're 6 points behind that Porsche Racing in 8th. So they'll be wanting to see what they can do. They're currently in front, so they could be trying to leapfrog that Porsche into 7th position. And then one of my favourite cars is of Dark Lord and Illogical Sports, and that number 50 McCool Chevrolet, the green machine. Obviously a little bit beat it up, but I think that was probably more from some screen lagging, because he wouldn't be going that fast with that amount of damage, that's for sure.
No. So that's just cosmetic damage by the look of it. No, still punching at good times, and your car looks alright. So except for the look of it.
That's exactly right. So they're in 7th, and they'll be wanting to chase down the guy that's behind him, Slide Science, and the driver that wants to drive with Slide Science, because his regular driver default trap is very hard to try and get him in the seat. So that number 30 Apex Eaters Chevrolet has been doing it tough, but been getting some help from some of the members here at ANZCRL Combined Racing League. So he's just now just holding up Dredd just a little bit, and just holding on to 3rd. So if he can finish it well in front of Captain Cranky, and that they could find themselves very close to them at the end of the race.
Oh, still sitting side by side.
Side by side into the final corner, turn 8 corners of the Red Bull Ring, and a 4.3 kilometre circuit. is. This is couldn't get much closer to the back of that Chevrolet
No.
of Dredd. Oh, he's just giving him a touch. Not something that Dredd doesn't want to be involved in this battle at all, because it's a long race still and championship's on the line. Looks like Jay Rudd has just had a moment out of, what turns that, turn 2?
Turn 1.
Somewhere.
That's because we're not on
Turn
the
1.
outside.
Hopefully he doesn't have to give that position back, because we have seen that the rules sometimes in the project cars sometimes a little bit squiff. You try and avoid someone having an accident, and
Dredd's finally cleared slide signs, so now he can hunt down Simo, who's lost a lot of time in that battle. He's dropped down to 21 seconds now, so...
It looks like Dado's come in for his mandatory pit stop, I hope. His last lap was a 31, so it's not too bad. He started the practice around 30, so the pit window's definitely open for these cars.
Yeah, I reckon you might be right. I reckon he's do his fuel now, get it out of the way early and run to the end, because fuel's going in.
Yeah, definitely.
And
probably just to get out of the battle too, that he was amongst a few people there, so...
Also, remember, all our
there
pit
for
crews it must be tyres and a bit of repair. Remember, all our pit crews are sponsored by Predator Wear, only the best for invisible workwear, Predator Wear.
Nice. And here, as we can just see on, I just saw in the background there,
easy. That's a long stuff
in that Ford.
There you go, Dado's now following rolling. Rudd's just got past Dado now, so...
So there's a little battle there for Rudd. There's our wildcard entry, both Rudd and the guy that Lolux 53 had a run last night. Just to show you how our time compression works, he ended up being... Lolux was 5 laps off the lead at the end of 70 minutes running around here last night, and then end up being only 1 minute 35.
Porsche on Corvette
off
down the
lead.
inside.
Yeah, nice move by Knight. The
bit of a touch there, but looks like
still get into that battle, back into it. Doesn't want to give up it easily, Dark Lord.
Is he going to send it down the inside? No, the Porsche's trying to pinch him off there, cover it up. Oh, holds a tight line there. Serious is now trying to
driving by the throat.
That's it. Serious is now trying to see if he can do something about these two cars.
Yeah, that sun would be really playing havoc of them trying to pick their apexes too right at the moment. I'll be waiting for that sun to just drop that little bit further down.
That's it. Serious pulls out so that we can try and sight his apex a bit more. That last corner can be quite tricky because it does drop out and car wants to run wide. And it does get all skatey and loose everywhere, so... hard on the racing into turn 1. Not using all the track, they could use a bit more of it if they want to.
Yeah, you can get a bit greedy on this track and avoid a bit of penalties. So it's pretty relaxed on that first
Joe Rugby's backing out when these guys go past. Here you go, Serious.
Oh, here we go. Having a good look down the inside. He's been able to pull that up. And Dark Lord's giving him a very big wide berth, actually. Very forgiving there.
That's it. Serious takes an apex there, and looks like Dark Lord takes a bit of a tighter one through that. So, as Serious continues on his hunt for that Porsche. Oh, he's got a bit loose there.
And Captain Cranky at the moment up in 4th, so he's flying that Ferrari. And she's probably going to hopefully try and make a Ferrari 1-2 tonight. Oh, there goes Dark Lord.
That is now a crash. That is most definitely a crash now.
That's definitely a crash, yes, for sure. That's coming to around turns 5 and 6 here.
So if he pits now, he can make it on fuel and tyres.
Most definitely.
He's pitted now, so let's see if he pits. No, he's not going to pit. I'm surprised with that.
Yeah, that's shocking actually, because he's going to really suffer here. And do you know? And he's going to actually let the BMW looks like going to be able to catch up to him.
Yeah.
Of Aussie Jumbo. Aussie Jumbo is making a good move up through here. He'll clear this this Ferrari coming out on track. I mean, the Ferrari, the Ford, sorry.
The Ford.
GTE. Yeah, the 33 Adrenaline.
So speaking of
Captain, should be ready, fueled, ready to go.
Yep, he should be good to go to the end now. So he's done. So speaking of Captain Cranky, here he is in 4th, 22 seconds off the lead. These two boys have really seemed to have got this Ferrari sorted now. They constantly tend to be up near the pointy end of the field now. So
yeah, once they found how not to keep the car on the roof, they definitely have been very consistent. So that was one of those unfortunate incidents where I think it was first round. I think from memory, the Caleb didn't have the reset car back to track and was on his roof. And
Fuji, I believe.
it was in no man's land.
Yeah, it's Fuji, I think it was.
Fuji, yeah. So,
Fuji, race
they'd
one.
be further up. They'd be further up the order in the championship if that didn't happen.
That's it. Let's have a look at the. They're closing on Dado. Dado's a lap down on these guys.
He's a lap down. Yeah. Oh, will be a lap down once they get them, I think.
Dark Lord's now pitting. Just seen through the fence there, so he's always need to do that extra lap just to get his pit stop strategy sorted.
Yeah, I think he could be right exactly with that one.
So here he comes. So he'll be getting
this
car fueled up, repaired, probably tyres and run it to the end. If that was me, I would put a full set of green tyres on, make the car nice and good for the stint, and just run it to the end now.
Dado's been a bit cheeky here at the moment and not let these guys through. Won't be impressive not having one bit at the moment. He wants to run his race. Clear, Dado.
Oh, that's giving Sirius a good run on him. Sirius is thinking about it, but decided no, it's not the place to try and pass.
No, it's a very difficult area. It's so fast on entry. I think it's 4th gear entry.
The Dark Lord's just got out of pit lane right now as Dado's approaching there, as you can see him. So this will be a battle for Dado and Dark Lord. So you can have a battle just ahead of him and a battle just behind him. So 2 battles here going to be happening on the track.
Wise heads would have Dado just letting these guys through so he can concentrate on his battle with Dark Lord.
I think one of the problems for these guys is that Aston is mightily quick in a straight line. So for them trying to pass him in the fastest part, which is the previous section and this section, it doesn't really help them because the Aston will just pull away from these guys. So
yeah, but he's slowing them right down. Their pace is about two seconds off what they were doing previously before they caught up to Dado. It's a nice view there. The reflections coming off the back of the. Oh,
there's Dado.
It's not exactly what Night Havoc didn't want to be involved in, and that's because Dado keeps fighting.
Oh, you gotta be careful on that curve now.
There's no reason why he should be fighting.
Nah, he's back
just
down.
Let him go now. So hopefully he didn't get too much damage. It was only a little tap, and he might have got 1 or 2% damage on the front. It shouldn't be enough to affect Night Havoc too much.
He didn't lose mountains of time, so that's the lucky thing there. But he did lose,
in position.
Basically 2 seconds, that's all it cost him in a position. So it could have been way worse, but that's not the end of the world. So,
and we know it can be a very difficult track to pass though. So he won't be happy, but in that Porsche behind the wheel at the moment, definitely won't be giving Dado any Christmas presents this year. That's for sure.
No. So let's see if the Porsche can now hunt down Sirius now, since Sirius has basically been given the free kick. Let's have a look.
I'd love to tag onto the back of him, because if they're going to run that strategy again and not pit for fuel, he'll be really loving that toe of that.
Oh yeah, that would be the crucial
Chevrolet
thing. Just sit in behind him and get the draft. So he's our leader. Got Gecko on 14. With a
currently
17-second lead over Simo, 17-16.
Yeah, so he had 11 seconds lead to start off with. So we've been into the race now for about 20 minutes. So he hasn't pulled away that much, but definitely he's got a nice little healthy lead at the moment.
That's it. So he's Simo in second place in the Ford.
And Dred's caught right up now. He's really bridged that gap.
Yeah,
so,
I think the couple of
be
laps behind Slice Ons has hurt Dred a bit here. So he's going to give him more work to do. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and is that Captain Cranky just coming onto the straight there at the back?
Yep.
Yeah,
so
they're
not too far away.
Too far behind. Yeah. So they're ready for a striking distance if Gecko has a little spin, a little micro spin or like a 360 spin pointing the wrong way to restart. It could cost him at least another 12-15 seconds. So I'd be right on him if he has a spin.
Here's Slide Science in fifth now with Really Not trying to hunt him down.
Yeah, finally looks like he's got that car sorted. He's been struggling a little bit in that Chevrolet. It's not a car that he really wanted to drive.
Aren't that bad actually. 129 is his last lap. That's pretty good actually. So
yeah, definitely. It is a competitive pace.
So then he's really nice in the yellow Victor Banana. Last round it was doing a lot of law mowing in the last stint of the Nürburgring. So I think the team emptied the grass catcher in the front, and now they're good to go around here. So haven't seen much of it happen this weekend. So
actually, we never thought of that. That's probably why they were so slow at Nürburgring. The grass catch was full, and they were carrying that extra weight. But unfortunately, Gear 3 Gaming just did not come to grips with that Ford and the Nürburgring. But Weary United had a really terrific run in his sessions, so it was a bit disappointing for that team. So they'd be happy with their 6th position here at the moment.
That's it. Now it looks like the Porsche is catching back up to Sirius again. As Sirius runs wide over there. That might give him a slowdown. So
yeah, he might get away with it, but that Porsche, as we said, would be loving that slipstream at the moment. These Chevrolets might be moving around a little bit with their weight too, and they're cooler tyres in these conditions that are starting to cool. There's Dark Lord, was it?
Yeah, but that's given
oh, it has. Here we go.
The Wiggles given Night Havoc.
The run down into turn 4, I think it is.
So one mistake gives Sirius the position, another mistake gives it back to Night Havoc. So now Night Havoc is back in front of Sirius again. So let's see what can happen now again.
So this is actually turn 4 here. Very important corner to really get right, because it gives you, if you keep the car momentum through these 4 and 5 and then 6, it gives you a really good run up to the final 2 corners.
So I think she's right on the.
And Aussie Jumbo is not that far behind 8th here. He's 12 seconds behind. So.
Seriously, a good run out at last corner.
Oh, here we go. Not a bad area to overtake. There's a lot of left-hand runoff area.
Hard on the brakes here. So he's trying to go 2x2. They keep it 2x2 still. Now who's the quicker car in the straight line here? I reckon. Well, I don't know. The Corvette got pinched down. Corvette's got the inside line
this is where Commander Sirius is going to have to be careful he doesn't pinch his rear brakes, because there's a very hard braking up to turn 2.
Yeah.
Very easy to pinch that rear brake.
A bit of the smoke there.
Looks like he's done that.
It's one of those corners you don't want to pinch.
Gave him room.
You don't want to pinch the car too close on the inside of the corner there, so it does upset the car a bit. So
yeah, I experienced that well too many times last night.
Well, and he's gone wide now. He's giving the Porsche another look, and the Porsche is going to try and go down the inside. But that's going to leave it to the outside for the next set of corners.
Yeah, it's very hard to make that move stick.
But hopefully,
Then he can
if,
tuck in.
yeah, you can get a good run here. But you can't pass here. That's the problem here.
Yeah, it's all about trying to get your momentum to get a good run out of turn
So he
6
lost
just
too
here
much
now,
time there.
and
Look
then
at that.
duck it down the inside.
Yeah, he's too close. He cost him
Yeah.
time there through that corner now. Seriously just pulled a small gap.
Yeah, I believe Night Havoc got checked out. He had to back it off. He was a bit too close trying to cut it back in. Oh, and as Cirrus takes a lot of inside curve and it pitched him out on the outside curve. He held onto that nicely.
Here comes your teammate.
Yeah, Aussie Jumbo, as I said, 12 seconds off that little battle we've just been watching.
I think there's a lot of cars on
handy
this.
Lead over Dado.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cars on this side of the track now.
So I think Aussie Jumbo would be the last car actually on the lead lap, depending where Gecko
Dado,
is. If he's actually, I don't know if Gecko.
Dado is a lap down. I'm pretty sure you're a lap down. Let's bring the timings. Yeah, Dado is the last car on the lead lap. So Aussie Jumbo has a whole lap over him, but as long as he doesn't get lapped by the Ferrari yet, which I can hear a Ferrari in the background. Or was it a Ford? No, it's a Ford, sorry. A quick Mick.
Yeah, just not too sure where Got Gecko really is. He's on lap 18.
Oh, he's actually not that far. There he is. He's actually right behind him. So
yeah, so that well, that was because obviously we did have the time compression as well. So Aussie Jumbo had to wait 47 seconds. So that's a good 3/4 of a lap there already. So oh, close to 3/4 of a lap anyway.
So Dred's hunting down Simo now. It's just about a second. So it's Ford versus GM. The battle continues again over here at the Red Bull Ring.
You can't get much closer with their last 2 laps. Their times between Simo and Dred. There wasn't much in it. 28.022 and a 28.050.
Yep. So these guys are absolutely flying. So I'm just wondering, considering what happened last night, I'm wondering if any of the guys might choose to pull the trigger a bit early at halfway and come in and get their fuel and done then, and then go again. Or it might even be worth it, come in and put some fresh tyres on the front. At least maybe while the car's still, keep the car balanced for the rest of the stint, so you might lose a bit of time, but it might come back to you at the other end if you give yourself enough time to use the tyres. So
yeah, and we got Highlander. Obviously, he's very nervous there with the engineers in the pit garage of that Chip Ganassi team, wondering should they pit Simo or just leave him out.
that's it.
I'd leave him out actually because he's holding his own there, and having that Dred behind him just keeps him pushing that little bit harder.
So these two guys are still at it. So let's have a look at another Ford here at Weary Night. It's sort of in no man's land right now. Ford is second to Captain Cranky. And 7 seconds ahead of Slot Silence.
Sorry to butt in. We got a reserve driver, Matty Siki. Just ask him if he can have a little update. He needs a quick update after a 2,000-kilometre road trip. So that's.
I think Aussie Cars has stated that the best cars on track going broom broom. So I think that's the best update you can see.
Yeah, pretty much. So hopefully you can see there hasn't been too many incidents there. Well, there was a little incident there with Dado and also Dark Lord. They've had to have an early pit stop for some damage. But other than that, I think Quick Mick also. It's all been going quite smoothly.
Yes, Quick Mick on your teammate, but that's not a lap. That's not for position. That's just for passing.
That's right, because Quick Mick's actually last at the moment.
Lap
down.
Oh, really holds it pinched down that corner. That's going to hamper him on this exit. So Aussie Jumbo just struggling with his lap times, 1:32. So it's not going to help him. The track's going to get colder and cars going to be a bit slipperier.
I think you might find as well the previous lap time he probably let also Got Gecko through.
That's it. So
Scott Gecko's in front of him, so it might have backed it off a little bit to let that happen. Sorry for keeping you up, Darky, but yeah, hold in, mate. We've got another 40 minutes remaining,
That's right. So here's
we
a
should see,
J-Rod B trying to hunt down Dark Lord. So this is an actual battle for position here in the AF Corsa Ferrari. Number 51 as he hunts down the McCool Corvette. And then Datto's just ahead of him.
Yeah,
So this is
Datto's
actually
just up the road. So,
yeah, so this
the,
is actually a three-way battle here. They can
10th.
close in on each other.
Yeah, the battle for 10th basically. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. And then you've got also one of the other Ferraris in the background coming through, which I think might be Captain Cranky.
No, that's J-Rod B.
No, behind him. I think it's just the car behind J-Rod, I think.
No, that actually would be Gecko.
Oh no, it'd be the leader.
Yep.
Okay.
So the leader's catching this battle here, another battle again. So depends on how nice these people want to play. It could actually cost him a bit of time or not cost him a bit of time. So
Again, Captain Cranky still, I'm just having a look at those times, about 6 seconds behind Dredd, so he hasn't gained anything. He's not losing much out of him either. He's still on 28.5s.
Yeah, he's doing good lap times actually, so they're all pretty similar. 28, 28, 28, we're in 9th and the 29s, and then basically first to fourth are all doing similar times to each other, so no one's really gaining or losing on each other.
But as we've seen, the mid-pack battle in this GTE series has been very hot. Like the times are so close. It's just consistency that's cost a lot of the guys in the mid-pack.
Oh yeah, and silly mistakes. Like a simple little mistake can drop you so many positions right now. Considering now everyone's got more used to the cars now, everyone's driving better, everyone's more consistent now. Like a little wiggle can cost you so much time. As Rudd just locks up into turn 1 there.
And like you said earlier in the broadcast as well, Captain Cranky and the Caleb really has really come to grips with their Ferrari and a great showing here in 4th at the moment.
As you can see, the track's getting a lot darker now. The headlights are becoming a bit more pronounced now. As Dark Lord's really closed up on Datto.
Yeah, he's sort of left Rudd behind.
I think Gecko, yep, Rudd's just letting Gecko go through now. So Ferrari teammates helping each other there.
Yeah, and that's it. The Ferrari team put a wildcard entry in tonight with both J-Rod and Lolux.
As you can see how all this part of the track is now bathed in shadows now, so...
Yeah, it really will cool down the tyres of these cars. It'll be hard to generate heat. They'll be doing their best through turns 5 and 6 to try and generate some of that heat.
That's it.
So they can get this braking area right for turns 7 and 8. As you can see, there's not many fans there in the background.
And look at that, and this will be right where the drivers we're seeing having that sun right through their eyes going into turn 1.
Yeah, it's a bit of a driver's nightmare.
Oh, a bit wide there for Dark Lord.
May get picked up with a little slowdown, but it just depends. If he lifted a little bit going over out that wide, he might escape a slowdown.
Yeah, you can probably lose it in the braking zone too if you brake a bit earlier. Oh, it closes right up with Datto. Oh, that's a crash.
He's been tagged by someone. Has he been tagged by someone or not? No.
Yes, that's
just
Gecko.
Like he turned very quickly.
Yeah, he's been tagged by Gecko.
Oh, no, that's not good for the leader, is it?
No, because
look
that's
at the time he's dropped.
Yeah. Simo's now just closed up.
12 seconds to 9.
You can see a bit of damage on the left-hand side of the car there.
So obviously he's had a little dive while we were on board with that camera view and checking out that sun. He's obviously had a dive down the inside to put a lap down.
Yeah, and then probably just didn't realise Gecko was there and he just turned in and just tagged him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Dark Lord isn't that type of driver to do that. So unless there was a little bit of a screen freeze, we have seen Dark Lord's car lagging a little bit. So hopefully that hasn't actually caught Gecko out.
Slow signs is now coming to pit lane now. Yes, flash or crash.
Yeah.
Look at him looking
as
at
he came in. He came in very slow again, then sped up. He did that at Nürburgring or somewhere, and he actually got disqualified because he ended up hitting the You know, you had the pit limiter on or something.
So, yeah, look at that lap time from Gecko, 134. That's dropped a mountain of time. So we'll see. And Jumbo's pitting too in the Beamer.
Yeah,
So
the questions have been asked by some of the, well, especially from the Ferrari crew at the moment, is why aren't these drivers obeying the blue flags? We just don't know at the moment. We obviously can't see if blue flags are being waved, but drivers should be aware of that. So
if the car's close enough, the blue flags will be getting waved to the drivers, and they will be known by the pit crew that they are being waved. But sometimes being in the heat of a battle, sometimes when the leader comes through, that was a quick stop. So obviously that was a splash and dash for Jumbo, so he's taking no tyres in his roll.
Yeah, it looks like that car looks like it's come off the showroom floor, really.
That's
Not a mark on it. Done a great job.
Well, so yeah, so obviously might not be paying attention to the blue flags and just in their own battle and don't want to give up too much time to the car, considering how much time you can lose here and how hard it is to get it back. So
yeah, so it is unfortunate that that's happened, obviously, to the leader.
Simo's actually fine now, 127 there. It was the previous lap.
I think he can smell blood. I think he could see that time drop, so he would know that there's been a little incident there. So unless he's heard it over the comms through the party chat, but he's firing. He's what, a second faster.
So
again, keeps that consistency. 1 second faster than Gecko out in front at the moment. As you can see, that car is lagging everywhere. So that's Dark Lord's car. So that's what I was asking. I wonder if it was actually, maybe he really did turn on him. We just don't know.
That's not what you want to see when you're around a track and someone's doing that. So he locks up coming down the hill here, just overshoots it.
So we're just told by Jetto, we missed it, but apparently it looks like Cirrus and Night Havoc have actually changed 3 times the last lap. So they continue on their Nürburgring battle on a shorter circuit and still changing positions 3 times a lap. They're still going at it now.
They just can't get away from each other.
They're like a newlywed couple.
That's it. The fat American and the slender German, so... So these two guys are still going out. They've been going out for the whole race pretty much. As Cirrus runs wide again through turn 1. Simo with another fast lap, 27. Simo can smell blood. Simo can smell blood. He is flying out. Got Keke. He's got damage. A 129, so that's not helping him. There's a J-Rod B. He's coming in for his pit stop now.
And even so, too, we've got Gecko needing to do that pit stop for damage. That's gonna hold him up, so he's likely to drop to 3rd maybe when he comes out, and be at risk of even dropping to 4th with Captain Cranky not too far away either. Oh, there we go. We just got another lead change. I mean, not a lead change, position change for 6th position. So Night Havoc got it all wrong.
So Night Havoc outbroke himself there, probably getting the draft and not realising the extra pace he had to come down the hill. So now Cirrus says the gap again of 3 seconds. So let's see if Night Havoc can close him down.
But all the while, if he was only going to be doing 1 pit stop, Night Havoc, he's burning fuel because he's making those few little mistakes, and then he's pushing that a little bit harder. So he's probably not driving to numbers at the moment.
Mistakes do cost fuel, unfortunately. So
could we see a champion at the end of this race? Someone running out of fuel again?
These guys are still going out, and there goes, is that Gecko?
Looks like Gecko's in.
That's it, Gecko's decided he's got too much damage.
Well, it's probably a wise thing to do because it gives him a little bit of time to try and chase Simo down.
Well, here comes
Simo
now.
There will be a change due to the damage repair, but at least it gives Simo something to think about here now.
Yep. And Dread's also going to get past there, so...
I'd say Captain Cranky will move to 3rd as well.
So, fuel going in the Ferrari. Here goes Captain Cranky right now.
You'd hope that there wouldn't be too much damage. I'm not too sure. It was front damage, so there he goes. It's not too bad.
No.
But obviously
Oh.
enough, I think, in probably about 10 seconds extra. So that's going to probably put him back
That's
to
good.
third once everyone makes their
Oh,
pit
Dred's
stop.
got past Simo. Simo's made a mistake. Dred's got past
Wow,
him now.
he's made it. Oh, the
'Cause he
Chip
had a-
Ganassi team won't be happy with that.
Because Simo
He did have a bit of a lead.
Yeah, he had a 4-second lead. So he's made a mistake, and Dred's now taking the lead because of that. So where's Gecko popped out? Gecko's popped out according to his 23 seconds behind
That's
Dred
in
right now.
fourth, I think. Yeah.
So if that timing is correct, that's not enough time for Dred or Simo to get a pit stop in and out. So
We'll be close, but we'll wait and see. Sometimes the times do play a little bit funny, but
well, we'll give it a
hopefully
lap
they're
and
all
see
right
what
tonight.
happens. Yeah, because he's 13 seconds behind Captain Cranky. Captain Cranky is
Oh yeah, 13
Boss.
seconds. So
yeah.
that's about
So
right.
that's 24 seconds. Oh, Simo's decided to pit. He's pulled the trigger. So maybe
So
the
this will
track's
be good to see where he comes out. Obviously, he made that little mistake. As long as he haven't got any damage, we should see a comparative time. Is where
Well, there
he'll come out
comes
on
Gecko
track.
now.
I think is
Gecko's
that Captain
there.
Cranky?
No, that's Gecko.
Oh, there's Gecko. So there you go. So he's hasn't had much damage to be repaired,
No.
Gecko. So I thought it would have been a little bit different, more closer than that. But obviously Simo did make that little mistake. But
Yeah, so that's costing me a time.
so who's that in front of him? I think that's Weary Knight, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes,
Weary
that would
Knight's
be
just in
very
front
nice.
of
So that's
Simo.
an actual battlefield position now.
Yeah,
But
with Weary still
Weary
needing
Knight
to
will have to pit though, so so Dred would need to at least pull. He needs at least 30 seconds. So in theory, he might pop out just in front of Simo.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So, but depends on when Dred wants to pit now. So Dred needs
Captain
to pump
Cranky,
out
has he
some
got
quick laps.
has he got any traffic in front of him? He's obviously just a car that Dred has just has put a lap on. looks
No,
like he's got a
Captain
clear
Cranky's in
track.
second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But just thinking of the cars that may hold him up as far as being lapped. But it looks like there's only one car between him and Dred, which is that car there, whichever that one is.
Excuse me. So yeah, he's got two cars ahead of him, but they're a bit up the road there. That is a Ford by the sense. I think that's Quick Mick.
Okay, could be Quick Mick. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
you're
Quick
right.
Mick.
In that adrenaline. So yeah, Captain Craig has got a clear track, so he's can really put in a few quick times if he can. But every bit that goes on in this race, obviously, as we know, the track is getting
These two
cooler.
are still going at it.
Yeah, they're not mucking around. Dado's still holding on to that 10th position.
That's it. He
He
doesn't
won't
want to give
that
up
up.
10. I think that's Dred behind him. I think Dred's catching these two guys. Well, look at who's in the background.
Yeah, okay. So then
Yeah,
Quick
that's
Mick
Dred. That's
is,
definitely Dred behind him.
Where's Quick Mick in relation to these guys then? Who's in 12th? Is that them just coming down?
7 seconds behind them, so they're on the same
Okay.
straight. Well, these two have just gone around the corner. The next one, Quick Mick's coming up to that corner now, turn 2.
Oh, is this Dark Lord having a good look of Dado?
Nah, it's just
No, Dado's
showing the
closed the door.
headlights. Dado goes defensive. That could cost him on the exit here. But this next set of corners aren't really passing opportunities. That's closed the gap for him.
Yeah, Dark Lord got some good drive coming out of turn 3 there.
Yeah, I think Dado just struggles here a bit. Car's probably not turning in the way he likes. Can't get on the power as he wants. You gotta be careful of these curves
Look
here.
at the run that Dark Lord has.
But then the problem is you come to this piece of straight, and what does Yasaman do? It just pulls away in a straight line, so...
Obviously making Dado work hard though, Dark Lord, so it's good to see. Getting the old fella to sweat up a little bit.
Simo's got past Weary Knight, so he's actually passed him on the track now, so...
And what, 11 seconds behind Gecko, so he's dropped 2 seconds from when Gecko pitted. I think they were about 9 seconds apart.
So Gecko's probably pitted to repair the car and still come out with a quicker stop. Obviously that Ferrari does not need a lot of fuel to get to the end here, so obviously for the very short splash and dash it needs, and the repair time has actually kind of worked out for him, so...
Yeah, so that would have got his heart going anyway, Gecko. So he was in a big battle last night too. Oh, look at this up ahead. Looks like Dark Lord having another good look at Dado, but going to be on the outside.
That's not going to be pay there, but run wide.
Look out!
Dread just sneaks between the tool.
Almost Dark Lord again. He actually obviously, as we know, we don't know if it was a mistake or a lag spike that got tagged Gecko, and he almost took out Dread, the leader, just then.
But he's made the move
with Dado.
He's made the move on Dado now, so he's now got ahead of him. Well, and then they both run wide.
Yeah, very wide for Dado.
So let's see if the Porsche and Corvette battle still... No, he's pulled a bit of a gap now, he's maintained it. Your teammate's actually starting to put in some decent times now. He's got down to 130, so...
Yeah, he's constantly in 130s. He said that that's what he was aiming for, so yeah, very happy with that. He's sort of given us a little bit of something to celebrate at the end of this race at this moment.
So Slice Silence has a penalty up the road. There's a penalty, but I don't think he's going to have a 25-second penalty. He's kind of in no man's land right now. He's just running around on his own, so...
Yeah, just doing laps and probably thinking of when he's going to pit and all that sort of stuff. We know what our fuel burn was and how much fuel he's going to put on in that pit stop. Actually, he's already had the pit stop, Aussie.
Yeah,
saw him come in, so
yeah,
I'm not too sure if Slide's actually pitted.
Slide...
That could be a telling factor.
I think he did pit. I'm pretty sure he did pit.
Oh, we did. Yeah, I thought that he might not have had his pit limiter on him. He has pitted.
So it's not Pegasus, Sirius, Rory Knight, Captain Cranky, and Dread who's ahead of him who have yet to pit it. So
yeah, okay.
He's within. Yeah, he's not quite close enough to get Sirius or Night Havoc.
No, unless there's some incidents. There's still 22 minutes remaining, and you know it has been a fair while that they've been behind the wheel. They've had some practice beforehand, and then the qualifying, and now this race. So,
Sirius has got a bit of wiggle.
Sirius
Gets the wiggle on.
Yeah,
it's not what he wants to do.
Had a little bit too much horsepower hitting the rear wheels then.
That's it. Captain Cranky's in pit lane now. So there goes Gecko.
Gecko. And Simo won't be too far behind either, so he'll probably pop out back in fourth. Or maybe fifth with Weary Knight. Haven't pitted yet.
Yeah, putting a bit more fuel.
Actually, Weary Knight's coming in. So there you go.
As there goes the Ferrari. As that rolls out of pit lane.
Will hold fourth.
Here comes Jumbo.
Down comes Aussie Jumbo.
Fuel
but I believe he's a lap down on these guys.
Yep, he is a lap down. So it is Sirius and... Here comes Sirius and Night Havoc right now. Coming into turn one. As there goes Sirius. Night Havoc will get him as well. But those two still have to pit. Well, maybe not the Porsche, so Weary Knight will probably have to race past the Porsche.
not 100% sure how much fuel. They kept that very secret, I think, how much fuel they had at the end of the race last night. A 70-minute session for session 1.
Look at the lap times from the top three: 28.098, 28.057, 28.076. Neither of them are really sort of gaining or pulling on each other. So,
but how's that for competition? The top three probably.
Oh, and then Gecko just does faster at 27.5.
Fastest races on the Xbox here in Australia, I reckon, and there's not much between them all. Mixing up with everyone else, all different abilities.
Oh, and then Simo does a 27.8, so Dredd was the slowest one on that lap with a 28.
And we just got here someone's, the Caleb was just mentioning maybe the no tyres for Captain Cranky. I'd imagine that most guys probably won't be stopping for tyres. I think it's just fuel only.
Yeah, fuel only.
To the end.
This track isn't as brutal on tyres, so you can do the whole hour and 10 on the one set. So, but depending on your car balance, it might be sometimes worth to change the tyres, give up a bit of time for the better grip. So if the track gets colder, so
yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely the track's a lot colder than what it would have been the first session. There's no sun at all on the track now.
No. But as you can see, it's bathed in the shadow as the sun goes down the mountains here at the Red Bull Ring, so the guys will be basically driving down by the headlights. As you can see to the right hand side, the car's going up the straight there on the right.
Yeah, it was a good thing to see with the Formula 1 when they ran here early in the year, the first few rounds during COVID, and you saw a few of the fans up in the mountain. Obviously because the track was closed for fans, and there was a few guys, they showed a pan of a shot.
They climbed the mountains.
Up in the mountains.
Got the binoculars out.
looking down at the circuit.
That's it. So they're probably the ones who know that spot and go there every year to get free.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, probably lap up the atmosphere when it's a full crowd, all going for the max for.
Well, you could probably hear all the cars quite easily, feel the ones around. So, there is one part of the track still on Sunday. As you can see, the corners we're head up to now.
Oh, okay, up to turn 2. Yeah, you're right there, Darky.
Yeah, bit under the sun.
Oh, it is or not?
Maybe not anymore. Maybe the sun just dipped down just then.
Yeah, it looks like it's all in shade here at the moment. Captain Cranky doing a great job. He's got 20-second lead in front of Commander Cirrus and 11 from Simo. And we have seen Simo make that little mistake. He threw away the lead to Dredd. So Captain Cranky's not out of this for a podium.
Speaking of Cirrus, you can hear a Ford, very nice, starting to close down on the Porsche here.
Yeah, and Night Havoc obviously has bridged that gap on Cirrus after he dropped a ton of time earlier.
Look how good the sun is coming through the mountains there. But that's not something these drivers want to be paying attention to as they race around.
So I've just been given the dagger of eyes from Highlander down there in the pit bay, looking up at the commentary box, telling me to give Simo a break.
Well,
so
we're in
I might just may not say anything about the Chip Ganassi team, and hope for the best for those guys. There's obviously every chance for Gecko or Dredd to come cloppers as well, so Simo could actually still take this victory.
Well, he's 11 seconds off Gecko right now, and he's got 11 seconds. He's in a Ferrari sandwich of 11 seconds. 11 seconds ahead, 11 seconds behind right now. So,
yeah, there we go. So Simo's car though, it does look fairly clean, doesn't it? Not much marks. He hasn't been in the battles. Kept it clean. Doing everything that the team wants to see him do at the moment.
That's it.
Other than one little mistake that we missed.
Dredd's just losing a little bit of time here, there. Not much, but a bit.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes. Oh, well, we've just gone under 16 minutes remaining.
So if we're going to run it all the way to the end of the fuel window, then pit. So this is going to be tight for Dredd if he comes out. If he's right at the edge of Simo just sneaking past him here.
Yeah, he's been putting in some nice solid laps, roughly half a second faster than Dredd most laps at the moment. So yeah, you could imagine that Simo's probably doing enough work to get in front of Dredd when he comes out for his pits.
Rory Knight's got past Night Havoc now. As the Ford has finally got past the Porsche.
I think the Porsche is now on a little bit more fuel conserve mode. He's obviously dropped a little bit of pace at the moment.
Yeah, 1 minute 30 there. Rudd. Oh, no headlights.
Again.
I don't see any headlights. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, coming in again, but
Doesn't look
it's
too
all learning
badly
curve
banged
for
up.
some of these guys. The only thing I could think of is maybe this fuel strategy wasn't right. Not enough fuel.
Nah, it's just repairs. Look at that, just repairs. Headlights still aren't on yet, but
so here comes
quick Mick and Dado
having a nice little battle here.
So Dado's starting to go backwards as the track gets colder now. That's not what he wants to be seeing.
Yeah, and Quick Mick will really want to be trying to get that place in front of Dado. He started in 10th, so he wants to get this position and then chase down Dark Lord if he can.
I reckon it's a matter of time
positions
before he gets him. That Ford looks like it has way more pace than Dado's Aston Martin right now, so...
Yeah, this is the part where they're gaining on Dado most of the drivers. Dado's just having troubles getting that Aston Martin turned.
Yeah, it's just struggling at those
a bit turned,
two
a bit
left-handers. But everywhere else at Aston's fine, but that's where he's cost him time. Does he really?
A lot of curb.
Yeah, that can be a bit dangerous because those curves can upset you quite badly.
So will we see a move up into turn 1 by Quick Mick?
Nah.
He's a bit too far back at the moment.
That Ford is fast, but that
corner.
Aston is just a fraction bit faster in a straight line, so...
Yeah.
And then Dado runs really wide. So... Ford will be using the Aston to drag it around in a straight line. That's one of the techniques I used in qualifying session. So I had Highlander in front of me in qualifying, and I knew the Ford was just a bit more faster in a straight line. I was just able to sit in his draft, get him to drag me around for qualifying.
Does help.
That's it. That touches the curves on the inside. As that appears to be... And he's got Gecko catching these two guys.
Yeah, so he'll want to tread carefully with this battle going on very thick between Dado and Quick Mick.
That's it. He doesn't want to be caught up again with another incident.
But again, he wants to push. He wants to clear these guys if he can, because if he doesn't clear them quick, obviously Dredd's going to benefit Dredd.
Yep. So your lights are flashing now from Gecko, trying to indicate to guys ahead that I'm coming.
Geez, you can hardly hear the Ferrari.
Silent. Well, you won't be able to hear it over the Aston. That is one loudy boy. So.
Definitely.
We're on lap 40 now, so.
Yeah, probably another 8 laps remaining in this race. And as Gecko's teammate likes to call their Ferrari, he likes to call it the Dyson. Ferrari Dyson. silent back. Oh, having a good look around the outside. Not the place you want to be.
Nah, last time that happened to Dado, the two cars went off the track. As Gecko's now caught up to these two guys. Quick Mick lets him go past, so now it's Dado. So that was a smart thing to be for Quick Mick is getting the draft of Gecko and trying to help him to drag him up the back of Dado.
Well, that's a lesson that some of the guys I think this session need to watch back and see how Quick Mick just let Gecko through, because it has been a bit of an issue with the lap cars at the moment, with the blue not giving way to the leaders.
He didn't lose too much time either, so it was...
No, I'm just saying that Quick Mick did a good job.
Yeah, but he didn't lose too much time either, so he can continue his battle with Dado. So
that's
he'll be able to
right.
use a double draft here from these two guys and hopefully close up on him.
So again, Dado's actually protecting down the inside. And,
I wonder if Dado realises that's the Ferrari from behind him, not a Ford. So yeah, he's gone wide now. He's letting him go past.
He's letting him through, so that's good to see.
Before he just wanted to get past the next corner, then let him go.
And now he wants to tuck down and follow Gecko, so yeah, close the door.
See now, Quick Mick's gained up right on the back of Dado now.
So the battle resumes here for the 11th position.
10th and 11th,
Who would have thought that it's 11th and 12th, isn't it, I think? 11th, 12th?
10th
Dark
and
Lord's in
11th.
10th.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
11th, 12th, my mistake.
Yeah, so it's a tasty little battle at the moment between these two. Ooh. Just seeing if you can upset Dado with the lights reflecting off the different mirrors.
Just can't quite close it in now. That Aston is mighty in a straight line.
Yeah, he's finding it hard, Quick Mick, to make a move, but Dado's doing a good job. Positioning his car at the right. Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's going for the big
Having
dive.
a big dive.
Right up the inside curve.
Had to get over that sloshy curve. It wouldn't have been nice for that Ford.
But Dado gave him the room. He's come through. But didn't have to make his life easy for him. So now Quick Mick has to do all that work again.
Yeah, he's obviously going to. He's just sizing up Dado at the moment, trying to rattle him. He didn't touch Dado one bit.
Captain
He's slow, isn't he?
Yeah, I was just thinking. No, he's got fuel. He must just have slow down there, trying to get rid of the slowdown. But he's doing well in fourth right now.
Yeah, he's really protecting fourth position. I think over serious, so just make sure he doesn't make any mistakes.
Dredd had a bad lap there at 29, so it must be caught up behind, trying to get past Rory Knight.
So he hasn't pitted yet, Dredd?
No,
I don't think he has.
He's not pitted, so I'll say he'll be pitting in the next couple of minutes. So, but I'd say he's going to drop down to third because Simo's within 27 seconds.
So that's just don't know if he hasn't done enough, but he doesn't need much. But the transition in the pit lane is going to kill him. That's the main thing. So
that's it. The pit stop might be like 3 seconds where it puts the transition. So Gecko will definitely get Dredd. It just depends on where he pops out to Simo. But I'd say that 5 second advantage he had is pretty much gone out the window now. Because I reckon you need at least 30 seconds here.
Yeah, it's going to definitely be close. If it was Dredd, I know he's your teammate. I think that I would have been pitting a little bit earlier because he's not giving him much time to be able to chase down Simo or put pressure on Simo either. So that's one of the things.
And maybe popping out right behind Simo, you can use the draft to the advantage to help him drag you around the track. So
that's exactly right. Yeah.
So.
Anyway, he's still doing a great job. He's done a tremendous job. From the start of the race being, what was he? I think he was 17 seconds off the lead.
That's it.
Start in fourth. So he bridged that gap fairly quick. He had a little battle with slide signs. He got held up with slide signs in that 30 Apex Eaters Chevrolet for a while.
Yep, so he's serious. Very nice trying to close down on him. Has he pitted serious? I don't think he has he? Let's have a look.
Ooh,
No, he has
I
not
think
pitted.
that if he had, if he had, he's got it all wrong. But
yeah,
that's not enough.
He's probably got enough for 2 laps, so we'll see him in 2 laps time, which is he's going to fall like what's it, minute and a half, 5, probably at 4 minutes too short, unfortunately.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good little result. That's going to put the 8 Classic Racing of Gear 3 Gaming and Weary Night up into 5th. That's 1 position higher than what they started. So that's a good little gain for those guys, especially after their disappointment run at the Nordschleife last round. Oh, here we go.
They're still at it.
Down the inside, but will be on the outside. But he looks like he's going. Oh, I thought he could have almost cut across.
Can he hang it around the outside?
We know Dado's a bit slow.
Oh, there's a touch.
Dado's just giving a bit of a little bump. I think that was fairly fair there. It was just Dado gave enough room, but they just had a little touch there.
So let's see how quick the stop is. He's in.
And there goes the Ferrari there, isn't it?
So that, and that next white dot will be the Ford. Oh,
hanging around the outside, wasn't he?
It's going to be tight
trying
here.
to get past.
He's got to get to that. He's got to get to the blend line. There we go. He's under the car now. Just popped down in front of him.
Yeah, so that's Simo now in 2nd, but he's trying to get past this battle here that we've seen. It's a little bit difficult. If we go and have a quick look at Simo.
I'm trying to, but I'm having control.
Simo. That's all right. Because it's all happening there at turn 2. He's all blocked up.
Simo doesn't want to. Simo doesn't. Oh no!
Oh.
He's touching Dado. I say Simo doesn't want to get involved with these guys here because that's going to cost him a mountain of time.
That was a big magnet where they got Dado's almost lost the rear end.
He's backed it in sideways.
Battling, he didn't want to let Quick Mick go, but at the same time, he almost ended Simo's race.
Ceres is in pit lane right now.
Tell you what, this has not been an easy race for the leaders. Every time they've come up to lap someone, their heart has been in their mouths. So definitely
due to
on their toes.
Due to the hardness on this track that it is to pass here.
And now Dado's having a look at Simo. It's not the good thing to do.
He had a slow run.
I think the Aston Martin crew will be getting a talk to by the stewards after this round.
Sirius is rolling in pit lane.
There we go.
Dred's going to pop out right in this group too. So Dred should have pitted when he had the 35-second gap.
Yeah,
he could have popped out ahead of Simo. But that's the way the dice rolls. So this is potentially going to make it very easy for the brothers in war, Aussie Carters and Gecko, to take the championship in the final round.
Yeah,
they're going to have a bit more of a look at this in the background here.
Oh, this is very interesting. Dado and Dred and Commander Cirrus all together.
That's none of this is for position. None of this. There goes.
Dred's made easy work.
Dado's going to
hanging around the outside. And he's let Dred go. We just want to know the Porsche, Dark.
Porsche is in pit lane.
Just after I was going to ask, the Porsche is in, so...
How much did he come in with?
He hasn't been able to make the finish.
Oh!
He could have actually nearly made another lap.
I
think he caught it a bit early.
Depends on what the burn on the Porsche is.
Well, I think the leader's just coming. Is that the leaders now? No, I'm not too sure where, if that was one of the Ferraris. I'd say the Ferrari had already got him.
Yeah, the Ferrari had got him, but this will be the last lap, maybe? It's if the Ferrari gets...
Nah, they'll get around. He'll get another lap in, I think.
Touch and go here.
Ooh.
Touch and go here.
So it was very close for him to completing that, but I think a couple of little spins that the Porsche had, and then the battles that he was having as well, he just probably chewed up a little bit too much fuel.
Yeah.
Compared to the fuel usage the Commander could have.
Might have been worth to sit behind Sirius for a lot longer and just get him to drag him around, draft him, shift earlier, and don't use the fuel up. So
yeah,
30
so
seconds.
You see Commander Jim make it last night. So
are we going to sneak in an extra lap here? Oh, I reckon we might be. So if we are, that Porsche would have still had to pit it. He would have done a championship.
It's going to be close. Yeah, I think the
unless
going to be
Gecko wants to back off.
10 seconds.
He's got the time. 5.
I wouldn't think so. 5 seconds. No, it's going to be the end of the race. Congratulations to the his A&M Racing Ferrari team, the number 71. They've got Gecko and Aussie Carter's taken victory over the Chip Ganassi Racing of Simo Racing and Highlander in second.
Look at this battle pack here.
501. And Dark Racing coming home in third with a good position in the 21 Anderson Chevrolet. Captain Cranky and the Caleb. They'll be happy with that fourth place.
Yeah, their lap times have been 68. The lap times have been pretty good, relatively consistent to everyone else. So,
well, yeah, look at that finish there on the 28s as well. So they've been constantly in the 28s. So that's a great result there with Weary Knight. Further 20 seconds down the field in fifth. They had a bit of time penalties, but I don't think it would be enough to affect any of the end results.
Nah.
And so Weary Knight and also Gear 3 Gaming making amends from their disastrous Nerd's Life round last week as come home in fifth.
I think this might be the last car to cross the line here, actually, I reckon. I think everyone's just
about done. The last car on the lead lap.
And bang, I was right.
Many were on the lead lap.
That was the last car to get done. Whoa, look at that no slide silence. Check that out. He must have almost done a data there.
50 seconds. Did that actually change the position to Aussie Jumbo? I think it did. That promoted the BMW to 8th.
Yeah, it did. So let's go through the race results. Got Gecko takes the win in the Ferrari over Simo Racing in the Ford. Dredd comes home in third in the Corvette. Captain Cranky does a remarkable job in fourth in the Ferrari. Weary Knight comes home in fifth in the Ford. Sirius comes home in sixth in the Corvette, finally beating the Porsche again of Night Havoc in seventh. Aussie Jumbo comes home in eighth in the BMW. Slide Silence with the 50-second penalty, so he must have come to pit lane a bit too quick in ninth. Dark Lord finishes the race in 10th in Corvette. Data Quick Mick finishes 11th in the Ford. Data Racer struggling a bit, having a few little incidents here and there, comes home in 12th. And J-Rod B finishes quite a few laps off the pace. I didn't realise how many laps he went down. Comes home in 13th in the Ferrari. So
yeah, he had to make an extra pit stop, but he actually, they improved their pace. They only did 43 laps last in the first session, so
look at the lap
a little bit more consistency there.
Look at the fastest laps of the first four: 27.4, 27.4, 27.9, 27.9. Looks super consistent.
Yeah, amazing. All right, so that's the end of round 5 of the Global GTE Challenge, Championship, I should say.
Yep.
We have a week's break. A fortnight. We'll be back for the final round at Sakito.
That's correct.
I believe there's early forecast of a bit of a rain there. And is that a night race, Darky? I can't remember.
Yes, it will be a night race.
A night race, and then obviously Saturday night before Father's Day, next Saturday night, we have our special event, the Memel 300 at Watkins Glen, featuring the Group C cars and the GTO class. So if you're interested in that, head over to our Facebook group at ANZCRL, or find us also on our website at ozauscrl.weebly.com. And you can find all the info there. You can join. It's not too late to join. I think entries close on Friday this week. So if you want to, hurry up and have a look. We'll have 2 lobbies for that race. And Darky, you've obviously got the other socials we've got. We've got
the Instagram, which is
what have we
the
got?
ANZCRL, so you can find us over there. We'll be posting some pictures. The YouTube channel, which is the ANZCRL Combined Racing League there, which all our races get posted up there. The website, which is aus-nz.weebly.com. We have a new website, hopefully going to be getting launched at the end of this year. Also find us on the Facebook group, which is AusNZ Combined Racing League there. So if you're an Australian or New Zealander, want to do some sim racing on the Xbox, or hopefully join our special event teams for iRacing, you can find us there, answer the 3 questions, and we'll come join us guys here and doing some sim racing. So we're looking forward to the next final round of this with the brothers at war. Got one hand on the trophy, so just need to...
Yeah, they've got everything to probably lose. Basically, there'll be a lot of the field out to hunt them, and obviously with that night session and some rain, you never know. So
that is correct. So
thanks again, Darky, for doing this broadcast to everyone. I'm sure everyone enjoyed it, and we look forward to welcoming everyone back in a fortnight's time for the final round of this global GTE championship.
That is correct.
Till then, be
we're
good
your
to your
host.
mother.
Yep.
And be good to your father as well.
That's it, because Father's Day is coming up. So
that's
all right. Good night, people.
Bye.